What made you decide to set up your own private practice?
I was working in the NHS part-time. I'd started some private practice, partly as an expert witness, doing expert witness reports, and partly doing some direct work for a local GP surgery. I seemed to be attending quite a lot of meetings, spending time doing a lot of administration. So it seemed to me that I would be more effective and use my time more effectively if I went out into private practice, where I could work and spend much more of my time being a psychological therapist.
And what sort of research did you carry out into setting up your own business?
Yeah, I went on a 4-day training course with Business Link, and it was brilliant. It was really good. They had all local experts coming in to give you advice on marketing, on business planning, on accounting, on tax, on HR, or product development, all sorts of different things. Very intensive course over 4 days, only cost 40 quid. And mixed with all sorts of different other people who were setting up business. So very much about business. And it was my first investment in setting up my own business. So that was one side. The other side was the psychotherapy part, being a therapist. And what I did was I had some information because of what I was already doing. The others, I picked up other people's leaflets, I looked in the newspapers, I looked at where people are advertising and found out something about that. The other thing was I asked my colleagues, contacted people who I knew were doing some private practice. Some people were only too willing to share their experiences, and other people were more hesitant about it. And that was fine, but mostly that was very helpful.
And did you write a business plan?
Yes, I did. Partly because the Business Link workshop suggested I did. The other thing that I did that I would say is a business plan, but was far more basic, was I looked at whether or not I could afford to go into private practice. So what I did was I estimated what income I needed to live on and estimated whether or not a private practice would meet that income.
And what would you say is the one piece of advice you'd give to anybody thinking about setting up their own practice?
The advice I would give is to make sure that you've given it a lot of thought, that you have some idea of what your strategy is, that you know pretty much what income you need to generate from your private practice. Also, you need to be able to withstand that early period, and even later on, the waves of not getting any call when your phone doesn't ring. But then also give yourself a deadline, because if it isn't ringing, you either need to do something different, or you maybe need to go back to plan B.